Oh
Square
yeah,
off in the
I'm
NFC
finna
East, and
enjoy.
we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles.
I'm finna enjoy this.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. On the move to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Fourth down, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Inside give to Elliott. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And he will get in So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
All right, you and I both know that was a lucky play, but I got to give him credit. Going up on the tip and catching that one.
Stayed with it, made his own luck, didn't he?
And he used his size there. Had a defensive back mentality to go up and get the ball on the tip, but used his...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurt. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Hurts. Touchdown! Miles Sanders from 6 yards away. And the Eagles are back within a couple of the lead. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Well, Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, Elliott once more. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Again, it's Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Flushed out right. A dump off to Elliott. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and 3rd and 1 now.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way. Break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over.
All right, we got to play the long game with this guy.
Number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
How dare you do it.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Nearly picked
I pressed
off.
the wrong button.
Would have been a great time for their first interception
I pressed
of the game.
the wrong
Instead,
freaking
it's 2nd down.
button.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll be taken down at about
Let's
the
go.
22-yard line.
Let's freaking go. This dude can't stop me, bro.
At the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's He's brought down at the 6. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
Let's freaking go.
Grant Calcaterra from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
A lot of times when you take a tight end in later rounds, you're doing it with a little bit of hope, some potential. But not so with this guy. They believe he can really make an impact in the red zone, and he definitely makes good on that faith right there.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott over to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead's already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game. But
make him fight for every freaking yard.
You could turn it over and hurt your team.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Out of the gun, it's Elliott.
Let's go.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Big sack, let's go.
And down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
open
What the
man. It's
fuck?
Michael Gallup. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Gallup. 55 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he will get into the end zone. So they knew what they were doing all along, right? Now the lead 2 here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
That was some freaking bullshit.
The drive will begin at the 25-yard
What?
line.
Like both of my guys fell down. They were right there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't.
And he's going to go down again. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. They'll set up a throw. And that's complete to Sanders.
My fucking game lagged at the wrong moment, dude.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short.
I knew he was blitzing, bro. I fucking knew it. And the game lagged. That was house call, bro.
Back to throw. And once again, this is Sanders. Room here to run. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Once again with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Let's freaking go.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
I wish my game would stop freaking lagging, bro.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go?
Oh my
are you loosened
fucking
up?
God,
But even more
dude.
so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now Dak.
No, bro, what the fuck?
Man, it's Gallup.
Stop
He
him.
has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles'
Time
23.
out, bro.
The
Time out,
Eagles will
dude.
take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Prescott.
Let's go.
And it's incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Dak.
No.
That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle.
Fuck,
Now
dude.
the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout.
Stop the
As
fucking
they stop
play.
with 17 seconds to go in the game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Prescott. He'll buy some time
No.
right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Prescott.
No. Give me
It's
that.
intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. So a good
Let's
drive
fucking
with a bad
go.
ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take
Let's
this out
freaking
past the 10.
go.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we talked so much about the
my
turnover
gosh.
battle determining who wins and who loses. This
We
game, no
needed
exception.
that.
They
We
didn't turn the ball
desperately
over at
needed
all,
that.
and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
Let's go.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.